This is going to be hard to hear, but they may want a relationship. They just might not want one with you. And I know that sounds horrible because when someone has on their dating profile looking for something long term or ready to settle down, you assume that means they are dating with proper intention. You assume that if they meet someone they like, they'll act accordingly. They'll be clear. They'll be consistent. They'll actually behave like someone who is looking for a relationship. But then you meet them and suddenly it becomes, I don't know what I want. I don't want to rush anything. I'm just seeing where things go. And you're sat there thinking, sorry, what? Because your profile said something very, very different to that. And look, I do want to say this clearly. Some people absolutely lie about their intentions. Some people know that if they say they want something casual, they will get fewer matches. So they present themselves as more serious than they actually are. They say the right things, they create the feeling of possibility, and then once they got the attention, the affection, the sex, the validation, or the comfort, suddenly everything becomes vague now. That absolutely does happen. But I also think there's another version of this that's a bit more uncomfortable. Because sometimes they weren't lying when they said they wanted a relationship. They do want one. They just don't want that relationship with you. And I understand that is such a painful thing to accept because it makes the rejection feel so much more specific. It's almost easier to think, oh, they're just avoiding. Oh, they don't know what they want right now. And sometimes, again, that is true. But sometimes they do know what they want. They know exactly what they want. They just haven't said it honestly enough to you. And I think this is where dating gets really, really confusing because people place different people into different categories in their life. And they don't always tell you which category they've put you in. They might meet one person and think, I can see a future with this person. They might meet another person and think, this is fun, but this is definitely not long term. And the problem is they might still keep dating all of those people. They might still enjoy your company. They might still flirt with you. They might still sleep with you. They might still text you really often. But liking you is not the same as choosing you. And that's the bit people really struggle with. Someone can like you and still not want to build with you. And that, of course, feels horrible because from your side, you might be thinking, but we have a connection. And maybe you do, but connection is not always the same as commitment. And I know that sounds really, really brutal, but I think it explains a lot of mixed signals because sometimes mixed signals are not actually mixed signals. And I think that is one of the most painful lessons in dating. It's realizing that someone can be honest about wanting a relationship generally, but dishonest about where you stand specifically. But anyways, that's my thought of the day. I hope it was useful. I'll see you at the next one.